All right, good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to the Empowering Morning Conversation session number 57. And as you know, and what Neeti said a little while ago, this is a group which gets together every morning, which has conversations which generate positivity. Unlike in the world today, most people and the media and everything is only talking negative, 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 negative. So over here, not only do we talk positive, we be positive, we learn methods of being positive and staying positive, and we want to spread this positivity all around us. When we spread positivity, the world is going to be a better place to live in. So that's where we are. And today's session will take it forward from where it was yesterday. And if you remember what we did yesterday, let me do a very brief recap of what we did yesterday. First of all, to remind everybody that the purpose, like I just said, is to have all of life come to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life. Because what we believe is that every experience will make us a better version of ourselves. So every experience, यानी कि हर एक अनुभव हम उसको अगर पूरी तरह महसूस कर लें, चाहे वो अच्छा हो चाहे बुरा हो, वो हमें और बेहतर बनाने वाला है. That's what we believe in. And we believe that you can live your life like that if you start appreciating rather than judging. So yesterday we looked at types of problem. So one problem is the known problems that we already know, right? A problem which happens, like you are going along, a problem happens, you know it is happening, you can deal with it. Then there are the problems which are also known and they keep on occurring. For example, I call up somebody, I'll say, what happened? You never sent me what you promised. Sir, network was down. It's a known problem. It happens every third day. So if you're depending on the network, then you'll have to have an alternative ready, isn't it? You cannot use that as an excuse to say, कि भैया, I got stopped in my life. So other problems which may not be happening right now, but they happen frequently. So sensible people will make arrangements to deal with them before they happen. So that's one kind of problem. It's easy to plan for something which you know is going to happen. Always happens. Like in Mumbai, there are traffic jams. So if I have to go somewhere, I will plan for that. I cannot tell my client or whoever I'm meeting that, oh, sorry, sir, there was a traffic jam. Because I know there are traffic jams. Therefore, I should have planned for it. Right? Suppose I know that my known problem is that I cannot get up early in the morning. After the alarm also, I'm not getting up. So what should I do? I should ask my wife to throw a glass of water on my face. So I get up. Right? So known problems can be anticipated and you can do preemptive planning for that. Then we have problems which is called as road vanishing problem. I explained that to you yesterday. The skill or knowledge or something which you need to survive in the world today, you never learned that. You're not willing to learn that. And then your road will vanish. And then there is something called problem of no problem. I have no problem. I can never have a problem. These people get the worst problems. When they come, they're not able to deal with it. So today, I've requested our core team member, Mr. Konain Shahidi, who's been with me right from the time he did my first program, Get What You Want, and then he was in the third program, Get What You Want. So he's been there right from the beginning with me. So I have requested him to take on today's module on dealing with known problems. All right. So those who don't know him, he's a very senior person from the industry, totally committed to growth and transformation, always trying to learn new techniques. So he's a kindred spirit, you know. The only difference is I'm 68 years old and he's 16 years old. I mean, sorry, 25 years old or 30, I don't know. He's an ageless person. Right. So let's all welcome Mr. Konain Shahidi. I have made you a co-host, Konain. So come and converse with them about dealing with known problems.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for nice words early in the morning. It's
16 साल का बोल
always,
दिया और क्या बोलूं?
it's always fascinating to spend moments with you. It's priceless. And I'm grateful to Almighty and gratitude to you for your time and all such stuff. So today you have given me some responsibility, and yesterday was a very hectic day for me, and somehow I have created some slides. So I will take this session through with the help of PowerPoint, some slides, which will make the job easier for me. So let me share the slides. So very good morning once again. I can see some familiar faces and some are new faces. Still not visible on the camera, but I hope because conversation is powerful when you have contact, eye-to-eye contact. And when you come on camera, you are more aware what's happening. And then the conversation would be more powerful. So I request you to be visible, and also let's help each other to be more attentive by putting your mic on mute so that we don't get disturbance. But whenever it is required, you can switch on and communicate. So thank you so much, and let me share my slides. Couple of slides I have prepared, and I believe you can see on the screen.
Make it full screen, yeah.
So thank you so much, Sukhdeepak sir, for your kind guidance and all the golden nuggets of wisdoms which you have kept on giving me time to time and to all the team members here. So my gratitude again. And as yesterday's session, friends, we discussed about the types of problems. And as sir explained, and we all know that we always face certain situation in our life, in day-to-day activities, moment by moment, where we feel we are not satisfied. So what I have learned is that the word problem is basically something which reflects dissatisfaction within us because of something. And as sir explained, that we do have mainly 3 types of problems. But before that, let me explain what is my understanding of the word problem. What I have understood is that the problem is a situation which is not in our control as we wanted it to be. A situation, a moment which we feel it is not in my control. And then we start feeling that there is something wrong. And I'm sure that you all might have your own definition of problems, but in general, as I explained, the element of dissatisfaction is there. There's something
So
not happening.
one thing I'd like to add here, Kunal, a problem is a label or a judgment we give to something which makes us dissatisfied and unhappy. All right. And the moment we give it a label called a problem, then it becomes a problem. You got it? So please carry on.
Thank you, sir. So, yeah, as you rightly mentioned, it's a label given by us, by our mind, that this is what it is. And then we get trapped into that. And as sir explained that mainly those labels, or those situations, those moments are of three different types. One is known to us. Consciously, we are aware that yes, there is something going on which is creating me dissatisfaction. And the second one is road vanishing problems, which we don't know that we don't know. And this problem we'll discuss later. Today, my focus is on the first one. And the third, as sir explained, the problem of no problem, which is the biggest issue for me, what I have learned yesterday. So let's focus on the known problems. And this is again just a definition of problem, a matter or situation regarded as unwelcome or harmful and needing to be dealt with and overcome. So this is what we discussed previously. Now, let me ask you guys that what is the opposite of problem? If we know that there is a situation, there is a moment which is not as per my wish, my desire, and I am labeling it as a problem, then we should also know that if there is a problem, then what is the opposite of problem?
Solution.
So, Raghu says solution, right?
Solution, yeah.
Solution. So we all are aware that opposite of problem is the solutions, and solutions are nothing but the answers. We are looking for the answers which will give us satisfaction, which will make us happy, which will make us contented that yes, I am fine with now this situation. So be with this understanding. Now,
And more importantly, when my mind is not busy dealing with or resisting a problem, my mind will become free, no? And then I can see more possibilities in my life, more possibilities of doing and achieving things and focusing on what I really want rather than getting stuck with the issues and problems. अगर हम प्रॉब्लम पे ही उलझे रहेंगे तो हमको संभावना कैसे नजर आएगी? तो जो हमारा लक्ष्य है, जो हमारा गोल है, we will lose sight of it, ना? How much time gets wasted in just being stuck with the problem? So that's one of the other things which we can highlight. All right, thank you so much.
right, sir. Thank you so much. And that's what is by this slide. We all agree that we can be in a moment or situation where we label it as a problem. And we all agree, we understand that we have to find a solution. We should know the answers of the situation to get rid and be satisfied. And as sir explained that there are something which we are not aware and our mind is not aware the possibilities, as you can see on the screen. So whenever we are stuck in a situation, we believe that I am not happy, I'm not satisfied, it's a problem for me. But if we are looking for the solutions, we should be aware that, as sir explained, that there are possibilities, there are opportunities. if this situation, wherever I'm stuck, it is not the end of the life. It's not the end of the world. And that's the issue. Whenever we are into a situation, we have to be aware that our mind is putting us in a situation and letting us know that you can't do anything. You are helpless. It's not like that. We do have the potential to find solutions by understanding the potential possibilities and opportunities. And that's what we are getting trained every morning with this empowering, powerful conversation, to be aware that if in any moment I'm stuck, what are the possibilities, what are the opportunities, and how can I find that? And also with the another program of Sudhika sir, get to go to good to great, and there's another program that specifically with the life challenging situations, we are being trained to make ourselves aware of finding the opportunities and possibilities to find the solutions, because life is meant for growth, managing challenges, and moving forward moment by moment by solving all the problems. So moving forward, I have given an acronym to understand and manage the known problems as ideal. The first step is identify, the second is define, then explore, action and learn. I'll just quickly take you through this, what exactly mean that identification and process. But before that, let me explain you quickly what exactly happened within our mind and in the moment when we feel that we are stuck, we have a problem. As you can see on the slide, we all have our five senses through which we work. We understand the situation, we evaluate what's happening, and then we do have our mind working to explore the possibilities and all the opportunities or manage the situation, either reaction or response or whatsoever. So this is how basically we work. We have the external perception about the world. We see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and then our internal system, based on our perception about the situation, based on our previous stories or histories, based on our needs, our desire, our drives, our state, emotional state, also our physiology. As sir always explained that when you change your physiology, you change your psychology. That's what we do every morning whenever we do a laughter session. When we start laughing, we immediately change our psychology, our mindset. So this is how we work. We have the external situation of understanding and then our internal world working. And this external and internal combination creates the behavior. And this behavior ultimately gives us the results. Either the result could be in our favor or it could be against us. So the challenge for all of us is that understand the situation and apply the right tools so that we have the right behavior to get the desired positive results. This is what I just wanted to explain so that we know if we are in a situation wherever we are stuck and we are labeling it as a problem, what exactly is our state and what exactly should be our attention and awareness to manage that moment to get the best possible outcome or result. Now, let me explain quickly what exactly I do when I say identify. So whenever there is a situation which we are labeling that there's a problem, so let's identify and ask the questions to self that what happened exactly? What is the situation? How am I feeling? And what caused this situation? What are the facts? So if we ask these questions, if we know the reality, if we know the facts, This will give us the impression, ideas to move forward and find the possible solution. So the first step is very important to identify what is happening, what is the situation, what I am feeling, and then that will give you the moment of awareness. So when we are aware of our mind state, what's the mind is giving us the indication, then we will be able to manage the situation in a more effective manner. And that's what the second step is: define. Once we know this is what it is, then ask yourself, now what exactly I want, what will make me satisfied if this problem is I'm not satisfied with, what is my goal, what I want to achieve, and what should I do or what should I not do, and if I have to do certain things, what might stop me. So identification is done, then define all such things to move forward, which will give us the clarity to manage the situation. And the third is explore. When we know the situation, when we know what exactly we want, we can explore the possibilities that, okay, now this is the situation. At this moment, what are the possibilities I have? What are the alternatives I have? And what are the best option I can choose? And how can I derive the strategies to achieve that? And if it is happening again and again, how can I avoid it getting repeated? So exploration is very important. Deep dive, introspect, understand and explore and take out the best, and then take action. So evaluate the strategies and their impact, choose the best one, and also remember that whatsoever journey we take, whatsoever action we take, there could be some challenges, some risks. So be aware that how to mitigate the risk, how to take the action so that doesn't nothing stops us to achieve the goals. And another important thing while taking the action is remove the opinions or assumptions. Take the action based on facts, factual data, and find the ways to reach the goal. So action is very, very important. So we started with the identification, definition, and exploration, action, and then last but not the least is learn. Let's ask ourselves that what I did wrong, which led me to in this current situation or the problem, which I'm not liking it, I'm not satisfied. What can I have been done to avoid it? What different action should I have taken that? And how can I monitor going forward? And then how we can deal in the future and who else can help me like that. So thank you so much. Back to you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Kunal, one thing as I had asked you to do, see, that's a wonderful session you've done on how to deal with problems when they are occurring. Okay. Now, let's look at the known problems that we face. So now that we have learned how to deal with the problem which is occurring, how do you deal with the problems which frequently keep coming up? So what we do, like I said to you yesterday, that you do preemptive planning. So let's hear from some of you, what are the problems which frequently keep coming, the same one? Like I gave you an example, okay, my net breaks frequently, or I keep on getting headache every 2 or 3 days, that I keep on falling sick. These are all problems, isn't it? Known problems which keep on coming up from time to time and they sabotage us. So when it is known that this thing is going to happen, why are we not doing something about it so it doesn't happen? Or at least we are prepared for it. Yeah, so Dr. Yogesh has said very nice thing. Why don't you unmute and say it? It's a good point.
Yes, sir. Good morning, all of you. I am Dr.
Morning.
Yogesh Gungde. I'm a homeopathic doctor. I'm based in Nasik, Maharashtra, and
Right.
I'm running 5 branches right now, and many more to come in future. And
Beautiful.
yes, so what I am facing right now is the staff. What we want to do the work which our way, they don't listen. They don't understand. So many times this problem
Exactly.
I'm facing.
This is a frequently occurring problem, and a lot of people will tell you this.
Correct, sir.
Now, if it is going on happening, when he makes a mistake, then you tell him he corrects it, right?
Correct.
And then next time again he does it. What a waste of time it is.
Correct.
Now, when I coach people, I always say, okay, hey, listen, when a fellow is again and again making a same mistake, what could be the problem? Have we sat down and discussed with him? So, firstly,
Okay.
you may find out that he's totally incompetent. He's not capable of handling that particular job. That is one
Correct.
possibility. So, if
Okay.
he's
Correct.
incompetent, we can train him. If he's
Mm.
not willing to be trained, then you know what you should do. Second, he's not actually able to understand it. So one of the problems I've noticed is that when we tell something to people, they'll always say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. They've understood, they will say. Okay?
Correct.
Like I explained to my good friend yesterday, there's a particular thing. I explained it 3 times. I want you to do it in this way. And he again went and did it exactly the way he wanted to do it.
Okay.
You understand? So some people, they are habit bound. So we may have to help them to change their habit.
Correct.
One of the bad habits that people have is without listening, without understanding, they will say, yes, yes, I've understood it.
Right.
Okay. So I
Right.
found this happening with my staff. So anybody, when he tells me, yes, yes, I've understood what you're saying, I'll ask him, please explain to me what have you understood.
Correct.
So 90% of the time, you will make out that he has understood whatever he wants to understand. Yeah, so sometimes if we have to deal with such situations, especially
True.
where staff is involved, we
Correct.
have to do a little what we call as a root cause analysis.
Correct.
So Kunal Saab had given a very good sample of it, that we
Okay.
do it when it is occurring. But when something is happening again and again, we sit down and find out, well, is he not able to understand it? Or he's just not able to change his habit? In both cases, I can help him. और इट कुड बी एन एटीट्यूड प्रॉब्लम कि तो आपने जो बोलना है बोलते रहो, मैं तो अपने हिसाब से ही काम करूंगा, फिर मैं बोलूंगा फिर मैं अपने हिसाब से तनख्वाह दूंगा, तेरे को नहीं दूंगा.
True.
See,
True.
we have to find a solution. I was
Correct.
explaining to someone yesterday that now my job, now my work, more than 80% is now happening only on the internet, online. So
Okay.
if my internet breaks down and I tell my participant, sorry, my internet broke down, right? And it happens once, it's okay, because you can't anticipate when, like I live in Mumbai, you never have a power failure here. But once it happened, I mean, I think South Bombay and the major parts of Bombay, there was no power for a whole day, half a day or something. So entire internet services broke down. Now that's a rare thing, right?
Right.
Act of God, you may call it. So you can't prepare for it.
Right.
But one thing I said, hello, if my need is I need to have a good internet connection, which works always, there's always a possibility of a breakdown. So I should have an alternate also.
Correct.
So I took an alternate. Now let's say a known problem is that cars get punctured. So we do preemptive planning, no?
Right.
We've got a spare tire, right?
Right.
Now a lot of people, when they go and get this air filled up in their tire, they never bother to get the air filled up in the spare tire.
Stepney. Correct.
Right? But if you know that this is a known problem, you'll
Yes.
check your stepney and see if it's working or not.
Correct. Correct.
Will you not check and see if the jack is in the car or not, the spanner is there in the car or not?
Correct. Correct.
So these are all part of preemptive planning, right?
Right. Right.
Now, everybody knows. Now, even the young people are very, very aware of the importance of fitness and all that, right? If you don't take care of your health now, you will have problems later on in life.
Correct.
So when we were young, at least when I was young, my dad used to keep telling me, "Dekho, theek khaya karo, theek exercise kiya karo, this and that." So I was having something known as the problem of no problem. Arey, abhi to theek hai na, why should I have? So in 2013, when I was fit and fine, because I started doing exercise in 2010, 9, very regularly, because my late wife got cancer. So suddenly I became, aware of fitness and health. But all that exercise and all, 2013, when I was taken to the hospital with 90% blockages, and so I told the doctor, I said, "Sir, till yesterday I was on the treadmill, I was doing exercise every day." You know what the doctor said? ये तुम्हारी जवानी में जो तुमने वो किया है, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, बद परहेजी or whatever words he used, I don't remember. You didn't do something which you should have, when you should have done it. So I never took precautions in advance, right? So sensible people who don't want to be stopped and derailed by their problems will always identify problems that are likely to come. Some of them are known problems which again and again will happen. Like somebody keeps telling me, I get tired very easily. I said, every time I talk to you, you say I get tired very easily. That's a known problem. What have you done about it? नहीं, what is to be done? Old age में तो tiredness हो ही जाती है. Is it true? कुछ लोगों को होती है, कुछ को नहीं होती है. So, dealing with known problems also involves identifying them in advance and having a plan and action which you start now so that we can deal with it. So here's what I want to do for the rest of the session today. I'd like people to share with us some of the known problems that they are dealing with and which come up frequently. And let us see how we can help you to see possibility, how to deal with it. Just like I showed Dr. Saab just now. So now the floor is yours. So if anybody wants to ask something, if anybody wants to say something, let's help them to actually find out how can they do preemptive problem solving, like you have a plan before the problem happens. So by doing that, one, maybe the problem won't happen. And even if it does happen, your plan is already ready how to deal with it. So go
Thank you
ahead.
so much, sir. Thank you so much for the addressing my problem. Thank you so much.
You try the solution of it. If you have any
Yes, sir.
difficulty, you let
Yes,
me
sir.
know
Yes,
about
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm just a phone call away. So who's next? Yes, Raghu.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Doing it consistently. What you want to do, what you want to do it, and
Okay.
how to manage the time. Like you do it and then again you fail. Do it again you fail. But there was not able to do it continuously. That is my problem.
So that a problem some people have. They are not able to continuously do it.
Yes.
So one of the simplest ways for this, Raghu, is to have a few friends whom you trust and you give them permission to push you. Okay, every time you feel. So there are two ways to deal with it. One is you have some friend who comes and pushes you. Like when I was in college, I used to be a fairly good boxer. But my coach used to say, "Sukhdeepak, you will never become a champion." So I said, "Why, sir?" I was always asking, "Why, sir?" He said, "Because you don't have stamina." So, "Why, sir?" He said, "You idiot, you don't know why you don't have stamina?" "No, sir. You don't have stamina because I keep telling you to run and you don't run." "Sir, I can't run." So my coach was a very good guy. He was a compassionately ruthless guy. So he said, "Chalo, let's go to the ground. Start running." And he would run behind me. Okay. And the moment I would slow down or stop running, he would put his hand behind my back. And remember, he's also running with me. And he would keep on pushing me. And he would just not let me stop. And he would push me so that I'll do one round. And then he would keep pushing me until I would just say, "Bas, abhi nahi ho sakta." He said, "Kaun kehta hai nahi ho sakta?" He would keep pushing me and pushing. So you can get a friend like that. Number one. Number two, you have done a very positive thing by being a part of these empowering morning conversations. And Raghu, do you notice that you're very regular? You never miss any session. That means you are capable of doing it, no?
Yeah.
So to remind yourself that when you want to, you can be regular. And there is one tool which I've taught you that is called power of generation. So we only are practicing generating what? Happiness, right? So how do we generate happiness? Why don't you give us a demo, Raghu, today? Today you are the person. You're going to show everybody how to do it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Give a demo, na?
Yes. Unmute.
When I
mute,
say
mute,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, mute your mic. And when I say 1, 2, 3, laugh as much as you can silently. Laugh as much as 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Ready?
Say 1, 2, 3 then.
1, 2, 3.
So, did you notice that you actually generated it?
Today,
like
actually,
the 100%?
Today, actually, I laughed.
Yeah, because you are the initiator. See, so if you can generate laughter, you can generate energy. When your mind is saying stop, then what do? You generate. I will not stop. I'll keep going. So today we're going to do another very, very powerful exercise which will help you to go beyond your mind, your body, and your emotions. Are you interested to do that?
Yes,
Very powerful. But the only way you will find out your power and the benefit of this exercise is if you do it 100%. If you don't do it 100%, then you learn nothing. So are you prepared to do it 100%?
Yes.
If you're saying yes, put it in the chat box. Yes. Everybody say in the chat box, yes, I will do it 100%. Put it in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Let me hear from everyone. Okay. Wow. All right, so get ready. Make sure you mute your mic, not your audio. Sorry, not your video, because I'd like to see you. Now, I want you to imagine, close your eyes and imagine that there is a magic candle in front of you. Now, many of you say, what is a magic candle, sir? Magic candle is a candle that when you blow it off, it comes on again. You keep on blowing it off, it keeps on coming. There is actually a candle like that. We used to play tricks with other kids using it. So your job is to blow this candle out. So how would you blow it? Not like this. No, if you blow like this, you will learn nothing. So you've got to blow it harder than you ever did in your life. Like 100%. Like this. You have to keep on doing it. And you know what? Very soon, your mind will say, no, I can't do it. So what will you do? You will say, nothing doing. I'm not going to get stopped. And then your body will start getting some numbness or some pain. Then fear will come. So all these three things, the mind, which will try to stop you, your body, which will try to stop you, and your feelings, your emotions, fear, embarrassment, people are laughing at me, so I should stop. Today's exercise, whatever may happen, you are not going to get stopped. Okay? Ready, Garu? Ready? Everybody ready? So start. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, harder. Keep going, don't stop, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Harder, faster, harder, faster, harder, faster. Come on, 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 come on. Harder, don't give up. You can do it. Harder, keep on blowing. Raghu, you're not blowing. Go harder. Harder, farther, more than your limits. Push beyond your limits. Nothing can stop you. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Remember, your mind cannot stop you. Your body cannot stop you. Your emotions cannot stop you. Keep going. Don't give up. Come on, Raghu. Put some energy into it. I can see you. Harder, faster, harder, faster. Yes, yes, yes. Keep going. Come on, Sandeep. You can do much more than that. Put some power into it. Sandeep, you can do better than that. Come on. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Last 30 seconds. Give it your 100%. Only 30 seconds more. Keep going. Don't stop. Suresh, don't cheat. Keep going. Harder, faster. If you are taking shortcut and cheating, you will never get it. Harder, faster. Come on. Don't pretend to be a fish. Really do it. Merely moving your lips is not enough. Come on. Okay, stop. Close your eyes and relax. So then stop sharing. Just sit down and let your body be in a state of deep relaxation. Sit and experience yourself in your body. Feel each and every cell of your body energized. Today, if you did this exercise sincerely, you would have discovered that nothing can stop you in life. Your mind can't stop you. Your body cannot stop you. Your emotions cannot stop you. All you need is the intent and the will to keep pushing yourself beyond boundaries. When you do that, these three devils always try to stop you. Mind says, no, 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 I can't do anymore. Or he'll say, why should I do it? And you tell your mind, shut up. I'm not going to get stopped. Your body may say, oh, this will happen, that will happen. Believe me, I'm doing this exercise with people for a long time. If you keep on blowing, there will be a stage when you will feel some tiredness. And if you don't stop yourself, you'll suddenly be surprised. Wow, I'm not getting tired anymore. I can keep on going like this forever. And your emotions, obviously, fear, are you going to allow it to stop you? Because fear is nothing. It's just some thoughts in the head and some sensations in the body. So you did this exercise today. You know you have the power. You have the power to pursue your dreams and achieve them. No problem can stop you. So see that slogan written behind me in the picture? Stop blaming and start living. Keep going beyond your mind, body, and emotions. It is only these three things that will ever stop us. The mind, if it can't see possibility, then also you'll get stopped. All right. If you're sufficiently relaxed now, you can open your eyes. And how many
Sir, we cannot hear you.
It seems there's some network issue, so we'll continue till sir is back. So I think it's very powerful exercise, and when I did, my mind was completely in my control. And as sir explained, that only mind, emotion, and body can stop us, but we can defeat our mind by our strong willpower and a strong intention. So that's the power we have got it through this exercise. I think every day if we do it, some experts say that we can hack our mind, even we can hack our body, we can hack our emotions. So if we can hack, we can overpower them, those three things which are stopping us, then there'll be nothing to stop. And that would be a great moment. And just imagine whatsoever we want in our life, we just take action as per the planning and get the result. So life would be so
Okay.
beautiful. Welcome back, sir.
Sorry, there was some. Good. Thank you for taking over. So I'd like to hear from some of you, the ones who didn't cheat. Suresh, you will not speak. You were cheating. You didn't do the exercise 100%. I saw you. If you do this exercise 100%, you will find out that you have the power. Now, if you gave up in between, like you stopped,
Sir,
notice what stopped you. Did your mind stop you? Did your body stop you?
yeah, I want
Or
to share my feeling.
I did not feel like it, sir. So that stopped you. Which one stopped you, Suresh Garu?
No.
No.
Sir, it was my inability, to continually doing that. I mean, and again,
Yeah, wait.
as you
So
said,
when you
your,
say a statement
coach
like
was
that,
pushing you.
who is stopping you? Your mind is saying, no, my inability to do that.
Yeah.
Just notice, it's all right. If you got stopped, you got stopped, no problem.
I
But
want-
who stopped you? Your mind.
Yeah, I mean that later I continued, and
Yeah, I know,
I want to
because I
tell
had
you
to
one
come
thing.
and
Like
push you.
it's like really, yeah, it's really like a horse running kind of thing. Like after even if you want to stop, you cannot stop all of a sudden. You have to do
Yeah.
it for a little more. Then
Okay,
only you can come
Suresh,
to this,
stop
even
the
if you
gyan.
see
Hello,
horse riding.
stop.
Yeah.
It is easy to give the gyan. Do it next time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
See,
not.
those who can't do it,
It's
they
my
give gyan.
experience. It's my experience.
Thank you.
No,
See,
it's my
just notice,
experience,
Suresh.
what I am
Don't
sharing.
take it otherwise. See,
Yeah.
when we get stopped now, who is stopping? Mostly the mind. Mind says, oh, I can't do it. Or it is not advisable for me. Right? I had people in my programs who say, sir, I take 40 cigarettes every day. I can't do this. I said, who told you you can't do it? Do it. So they did it. And then they said, hey, this is better than smoking cigarettes, sir. This makes me feel good, sir. I said, because you didn't stop. So just notice it in life, my friend. And by the way, Suresh is one of my oldest friends. I mean, I've known him for almost 40 years, Suresh.
Yeah.
When I interviewed you for your first job, from that time I know you.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we became friends, but we became very good friends.
Yes.
So, he's my buddy. I can say whatever I want to say. He doesn't mind it. And I don't mind if he minds also. Because my intent is good. So, guys, notice whenever you get stopped. See, we say, problem stops me. What is in the problem was? Your mind is saying something about it, na? Arey, this is a problem. Why has it happened? It should not happen. The moment your mind starts saying that, you get into resistance. Then it will never leave you. Now, let us say you're doing this exercise. Your mind stopped you. You stopped. Then immediately you say, hey, start again, man. Then you get started again. So just remember, there are two types of people in the world. One is, he runs because what to do? We have to run in life, otherwise, how will we survive? I have to look after my family. So when you run, you will fall. And when you fall, you have no choice. You have to get up and start running again, isn't it? And then you fall again. Now, what happens is, every time you fall, your speed becomes little slower. Then you start singing that old song, दुनिया में हम आए हैं तो हमें जीना ही पड़ेगा, जीवन है अगर जहर तो पीना ही पड़ेगा. We fall into that mode. Then the speed is very slow, no energy, no enthusiasm, nothing, just survive. That's one kind of person. There's another kind of person who gets up in the morning and he runs because he loves to run. And he'll be running fast, right? So he will fall. Definitely he'll fall. Problems. So he falls. What does he do? He gets up and starts running faster. And then he falls again. And he gets up again. And he runs faster. Each time he falls, he gets up and runs faster. You want to see one example of one person who has been doing in his life always? That is my dear friend Suresh Kumar. He never gives up. That is why I like him so much. And he's happy to push himself. So just notice, my dear friends, that what is stopping your mind, which might have some negative beliefs, they will stop you. Or your mind says, I can't do it. So just remember, my friends, whenever your mind says like this, you say, if anyone can do it, I can also do it. If Narayana Murthy can do it, I can also do it. If Sundar Pichai can do it, I can also do it. So whenever your mind tries to stop you, you say that, no, I'm not going to stop. I'll keep going. Every time I fall, I'll get up and run faster because it's my life. I'm not going to allow anybody or anything to stop me. No problems will stop me. So in every session, I do mention that if you live in the present moment and if you are in a state of higher awareness, then you are aware what is the tricks that your mind is playing with you. Every time the mind says, I can't do it, who is saying? You are saying. Don't say that. Say, I can do it. I will do it. Every time your mind says, these are useless people, why should I talk to them? What would you say to your mind? These are wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary people just like me. At this moment, I'm annoyed with them. So what? They are my people. It is in my advantage to have these people in my life. So manage your internal conversations. Yesterday in the Good to Great session, it was about communication. And that was the only thing I was talking about. Manage your mind. Manage what you are saying to yourself. Manage your relationship with yourself. Okay, guys? So that's what I wanted to say. So anybody else, please feel welcome to say whatever you feel like. Ask any question you want to ask. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Vidrivel.
Okay.
Sir, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Thank you, sir. I would like to share a thought about the exercise we did. Excellent exercise. There are two things. One is I have got my own compromise. I have got my own research. And another things, my belief in the process and my belief in your words. I completely sold to the process. I completely sold myself to belief on you. I just said no to the compromises. The problem is where we are selling ourselves. If we are sold to compromise, we are failure. If we sold to the process, process can help us. This is what my understanding, sir. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Sandeep.
So, though the exercise was very short duration exercise, but there was a big conflict between my mind and it was basically the challenging. Two people were challenging my ability and my belief. So when I started the exercise, After a few minutes, I had a belief that I cannot do it. But then when he was kept on pushing, I saw that my ability could really come up with what my belief was. My belief was I cannot do it. बस हो गया अभी इससे ज़्यादा नहीं कर सकता हूँ. But when you
Exactly. तो वही मार
keep on
खाया.
encouraging, when you keep on pushing, yeah. And सबसे मजे की बात क्या थी सर कि जो आपने कहा था ना शुरू में कि everybody should have a one buddy who can push you, and you give a wonderful example of your coach who is to put hand behind your back and he literally is to carry you for a run whenever you was exhausted. So the moment you uttered my word, it made a lot of difference. So having a just a inspiration and having a specific having a specific source from where you are getting inspired, I think that is also making a lot of difference. So that is
Beautiful.
what
Thank
the
you so
importance
much.
of the coach. Yeah.
Supriya.
Yes, sir. Good morning,
Supriya
sir.
wanted to say.
Uh,
Good morning, Supriya.
good
Thank you
morning,
for
sir.
joining us today.
From 2 days, I'm joining, sir.
So
Okay.
again, you joined. Thank you very much.
Basically, by profession, I'm a teacher, and
Oh,
from tomorrow, I will not able to join. So,
oh,
okay.
you can watch the recording then.
Yes, sir, definitely. Sir, I want to ask a question like how to deal when you are boycotted, like someone, they form a groupism and they let you feel alone, and how to deal with that.
First of all, don't get stopped.
Okay.
Then find out why would they want to boycott you. Why are we
Because
using this word
they don't
boycott?
want because they don't want me to be there. They
And
want
why they
someone
don't
who,
want you to be there? Are you a bad person?
no. I
Then
don't
why
know.
they don't want you to be there?
Because they want somebody else to be there in my place.
Yeah, why they want somebody else and not you? What's wrong with you?
Nothing
Is there
is
anything
wrong.
wrong with you?
No.
Then
Nothing
why
is
are
wrong.
they singling you out of all the people? Why they
Because
want
they
you not to
want
be there?
because the vacancy is a permanent, like granted.
Okay, so
So they want the person from their favor, from their relative to come and hold over that place. They want.
okay.
Hmm.
So are you going to let that stop you? So
No.
they are emotionally blackmailing you by not talking to you. But tell me something.
They are misguiding.
How many
Just like
people are there?
I guess 35 staff, a big huge
So
staff.
35 staff wants 35 of their relatives to
No,
come
no,
and
no.
take your seat.
No, not
Then who
35
wants it?
exactly.
Who is the person?
2-3 people.
So they have 2-3 people they want to bring in your place, is it?
Yeah.
In your place, 2-3 people will join.
No, only one.
Good. So there's one person who is influencing others, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You are not influencing them.
Sir, I was on maternity leave. I have joined now. 1 year I was not there.
Yeah. So they have used that
year.
time to
Yes.
influence others to think in a certain way. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, according to you, what is the way out of it? After all, you are also a very intelligent lady. What do you think you should do?
I think that I should not do any bit mistake that they should catch me. Like you have done
Okay.
this.
And that is something you should not do. What is something you can do? Of course,
I
this
can
is
show
good
it
what you're
from my
doing.
that should be seen from my performance, and whatever they are behaving, however they are behaving, like it should not be seen from my actions to them that yeah, she's getting depressed, so we have to torture her more.
Exactly. So one is you keep doing your work without loss of enthusiasm or energy,
Mhm.
right? And I can tell you something. If you
Yes,
take
sir.
out a few minutes and be with us in the morning, that will
Yes, sir.
help you, but doesn't matter. So keep doing what you're doing. Do it with more energy and let them boycott you. You boycott means what? They're not talking to you, no?
No, they are talking. Not exactly boycott.
Then how
They
they are
are talking to
boycotting
me.
if they are talking? So you're imagining that they are boycotting, is it? See,
Yes.
boycott means nobody is talking to me.
No, 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 no. They are talking, not like that.
So how you're calling it boycotting then?
Sorry.
What are they doing?
Not they are
See,
forming
sometimes
group. Hmm.
see, people are always forming groups. So what? In
Hmm.
India, 4 people get together, they'll form groups. And normal, no?
Yes, yes.
People want to form groups. You can join all the groups if you want. So one thing is, Supriya, if you remember, no, today Conan said something very interesting.
Yes, sir.
That something is happening. We are giving our own label to it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, see, it may be because you are comparing. Oh, they talk so nicely to each other. They are not talking to me in the same way.
Yeah.
So maybe you have come back after 8 months or 9 months, after 10 months or 1 year after your
1 year.
delivery.
Mhm.
Now everybody is finding little awkward to talk to you. That same Supriya is not there, which was there before the baby came. People feel awkward also.
Yes, yes.
I remember that when I met, somebody after 35 years, we used to be very good friends 35 years before, right? So when I met the person after 35 years, the first very stupid thing happened was I didn't even recognize that person. So when that person spoke, I said, oh, I said, so initially it was feeling awkward, no? So maybe they're just feeling awkward. So in our mind, we are imagining, oh, they don't want me to be here, so they are boycotting me and they're doing. So I say, please go with reality. If they are talking to you, it's fine. If you request something from someone, they say, no, I'll not cooperate with you. Do they say
No.
like that?
No, 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 no. They
Then why are
cooperate.
you thinking that they are not, they are boycotting you? See, maybe after a long time you've come back and you're feeling a bit awkward around those people. You know, that closeness which is there when you're every day working with some people, it takes some time to adjust. Na? So don't think like this. It may not be true what you're thinking. But if you keep thinking like this, see, that is the problem with the beliefs. If you start believing something, you know what you'll do? You will make it come true.
Oh.
Then you'll say, oh, see, what I was thinking was correct. No, you better not be correct.
Yes, sir.
If you are right, then you are in big trouble. No, if you are right in what you are thinking, then the outcome is not going to be good. So why to think like that? Do you have any proof that they are boycotting you? No.
Two teachers, they told me.
Yeah, these third parties are always big problems. Like, Rama got exiled for so many years because of this third person whispering in his mother's ear or mother-in-law's ear or whatever. So you go with your feel, be normal. You're such a, let me see you properly. 1 minute, hold on. See, what a wonderful person you are. Why would anybody want to boycott you? They must be mad if they boycott you. And also, when some people come and tell you things like that, you know what you should say in your mind? Should I tell you?
Yes, sir.
You should say, wow, what an interesting point of view. And it is so interesting they are having such a point of view. And I thought tell people also. I said, wow, thank you. What an interesting point of view. Because it's only their point of view. The other day, somebody told me, sir, you are doing like this in your program. People are not liking it. So I said, who told you? No, people are saying. I said, which people are saying? Sir, I cannot say the name. I said, how many people are saying? One person saying. Who is that person? One person. So maybe somebody made some comment and this person heard something. Now they are coming and telling you, hey, listen, Supriya, they are boycotting you. And this Supriya, no, she's an innocent girl. She believes everything. whatever anybody tells her. And she starts getting worried. Oh, people are boycotting me. Now, every time somebody looks at you, that also looks like boycott. If nobody looks at you, then also that is boycott. If somebody talks to you, they are being sarcastic with me. This is how our mind works, Supriya.
Yes, sir.
Be kind to yourself.
Exactly, this is happening to me right now.
Yeah, so you're such a wonderful person. Why would anybody be against you? There's nothing wrong with you, isn't it? Have you harmed anybody?
No, no, no.
Have you
Never,
gossiped
never.
bad things about anybody?
No, no, no. That is not my cup of tea. Never.
So then, why would anybody have such bad thoughts about you? There's no question about it. Just keep smiling, Supriya. You've got a wonderful smile. Don't lose it. All right?
Yes, sir.
I hope that helps you.
Yes, sir. Very much. Thank you so much.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for that tip.
So much.
Wow, what a beautiful point of view. I will never forget that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
sir.
Thank you. So on that note, I'm sure many people want to share. So if you do, this is the time before I close the meeting. Share or question or whatever.
Yeah, me.
Yes, please.
Yeah, good morning to you all. You know,
Good morning.
my recurring problem was daily I used to get my notes took. That is my recurring problem. So I was trying to find out what should be done. I used to clear my nose, even then there was a problem. I used to take some medicine, when there was a problem. But today in your session, when you pushed us to blow the candle, I believed you. I did it 100%, and to my surprise, my nose is clear. I believe you. I put 100%. My nose is clear. I got clear it. This is my personal experience. It's a lot. Thank you.
One person, came to one of my training programs. Long time. It was one of my Reiki workshops. Right? So we used to get 25, 30 people back in what, 94 or 95. Okay, so one guy came. He was a very senior guy from NIIT. So I said, he was sitting on a chair because he says, young fellow, that time his age must have been some 32 or 33. So he said, I've got a knees problem, sir. I cannot sit on the ground. So I said, okay, sit on the chair. So there was a particular exercise, quite similar to this one. So I told him, no, this you have to sit on the ground only. Sir, it's impossible. It is paining me. This, that. I said, doesn't matter. Do you trust me? So by that time, he was trusting me. He said, sir, I will do. You know what? That fellow, he wasn't stopping the exercise only. And when he finished the exercise, he's telling me, sir, my pain has disappeared.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, don't bring it back. Huh? Believe me, there's a lot. And you'll find out as we go along in these sessions. Thank you for sharing it, my friend. Okay, anybody else?
Sir, a quick thought on a lighter note. I believe that your sessions removes blocks in the mental state. Now, from Srishti's comment, it removes in physical state also. Thank you very much for that.
Sir, good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody.
Good
I'm
morning.
for not
This is
coming.
the quark.
Yeah, I'm sorry for not coming on camera because I have a lot of castor oil on my head. But the first thing, what I wanted to say is that in defense of Suresh Kumar Garu, why he didn't do the exercise is that nobody has been able to blow out the magic candle of your friendship for 40 years, sir. That's why he didn't do. And also, when I did the exercise, I first said to the candle, like, I don't want to defeat you, but I'm still going at this exercise. So it's not about you being defeated and me winning. So, but I'm still doing this. So that's what I did, and felt very physically and mentally charged at the end of it, sir.
Thank you very much for sharing. And just remember one thing, guys. It's very easy to give up in life. And you know who do we give up on mostly? We give up on people very easily. I never give up on people. If I believe, or I choose to support you, I'll never give up on you. You can count on me to be there no matter what. You can try your best. Some people are like wild horses. Can you ride a wild horse? They'll throw you off. So some people are like wild horses. They'll keep trying to throw you off. You can't throw me off. So ultimately, the wild horse says, this guy is my guy. Let him remain in my life. So of course, Suresh is not like a wild horse. He's a good guy. He has stuck with me or I have stuck with him, I don't know. But it's good to have friends like that. And each and every one of you is a friend like that now.
Yeah, I want to share something, sir. My
Yes, sir.
day-to-day thing. I have a team of some active 35 to 40 people.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. So whenever they go to clients and they get they are asked some questions where they cannot answer. So they put me in a conference call, and generally I explain them directly so that they will have interaction with the client and they will learn online on field. So sometimes even if the client doesn't listen, they will put me into conference call, and I ask them to do that, so that when I speak to the client, they also will be listening, and in next case they will develop themselves. So these kind of things keep coming, and I have to do this kind of exercise only, because without them I am not there, and my existence is with them. So I have to support them, and these are the regular things, but I have to do that.
Beautiful.
By doing that, I am also learning. To give them guidance, I have to upgrade myself time to time.
So do you notice that Suresh, you have had a very innovative solution to a problem which can happen very often. So when you're working with people, many times they'll say, sir, I didn't know how to answer the questions. That's why the deal never happened. So what did Suresh do? When you're not able to answer a question, talk to me and put me on a conference. That's a solution, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, anybody else? Neeti, would you like to say anything? Hasina ji, first Neeti.
So however beautiful that candle was, but I managed to blow it out because I just imagined that the rekindling candle is just bringing back problems. So I blew and blew and blew till I blew it off, and I was able to blow it off, and that's when you said another 30 seconds. So I kept blowing, and I feel good about it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. कुलदीप जी कुछ शेर सुनाता हूं मैं.
Sir, good morning. Good morning, friends.
Morning.
Sir, अभी तो ये ध्यान में आ रहा है, and मेरी समझ से थोड़ा relevant भी होगा. बहुत सी चीज़ों लोगों को हम समझ नहीं पाते हैं, क्यों नहीं समझ पाते हैं, इसके ऊपर है कि बहुत मुश्किल नहीं है जिंदगी की सच्चाई समझना. बहुत मुश्किल नहीं है जिंदगी की सच्चाई समझना. जिस तराजू पर दूसरों को तौलते हैं, उस पर कभी खुद बैठ के देखिए.
या तराजू ही फेंक दो.
या तराजू ही फेंक दे. And second thing, sir, I wanted to share a little bit, maybe a little useful to Dr. Yogesh and his problem. And when Sukhdeepak ji has mentioned that there are some people who, without listening fully, they say, yes, I have understood. I, with my long experience in armed forces, have found that this consists of majority of people.
Yes.
And I think one thing I want to share with you, that in this technological advancement, still in warships, when a captain gives the order, ship is moved by basically a person who is a sailor and who is down below in the engine. Captain gives only the order. In this technological advancement, and Navy is boasting to be a very advanced service, the order is given only by voice pipe, not by any
Yeah.
electrical instrument. And the person who is down below, it is mandatory for him to repeat the order. In the sense
Exactly.
that when he says okay, 30 degrees starboard, starboard means right in naval language, 30 degrees starboard, he has to repeat 30 degrees starboard, sir. Only then he will do that action. So for many times when we tell the people, like Dr. Yogesh must be telling his assistants, he should reconfirm that whether they have understood for the crucial
Exactly.
stuff. That may help a little bit, I feel, to do that.
Thank you, Kuldeep sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on that note, guys, I think it's time to end today's session. Thank you very much for your participation in this conversation. And I invite you to be a regular part of this conversation. Be with us every day. Be generous and invite your friends also, because the more the number of people who become positive, the better our life will be. So God bless you. Thank you very much. And see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.